I had a client that reached out to me recently that bought this exact floor plan. They had been looking for a while, but when we brought them here, they just absolutely fell in love with his kitchen, specifically the butler's pantry, the wall of cabinets right behind, and the way that the kitchen situates in this incredible floor plan. The second two reasons, but before I get up there, waiting till you see the primary owner suite with this incredible bonus room. So the second reason they chose was the price points. You can get inside this community for a single family house in the 400s, and just look at how gorgeous these homes are. We're also in Rock Hill, so guys, you know what that means. We're in York County, lower property taxes, the savings just keep on getting better. I can honestly say that in the entire Metro Charlotte area, there isn't a community that like this that has this level of amenities at this price point, or within a 30-minute drive to uptown Charlotte. Now, speaking of amenities, which is actually leads us to the third reason that my client chose this community, was the amenities that was offered both inside the HOA and outside. And I'll tell you exactly what I mean by that. So most communities are gonna have some kind of pool, they're gonna have some kind of a clubhouse, amenity center, and this is no different. You have a resort style pool here, just minutes away. But we're gonna go ahead and take it multiple steps further, because there is absolutely miles of walking trails, not just paved, but wooded as well, because the entire community is built around a river. So active lifestyles is a huge benefit here. Now, speaking of active lifestyles, there's a couple of gyms in here as well, one being a YMCA just right inside the community. There's a downtown area, so if you want to go ahead and go to a restaurant, go out for a happy hour, meet your friends, there's retail space in here as well. Just jump in your golf cart and you don't even need to leave your community. It's an absolutely gorgeous, my favorite restaurant, guys, is called Tony's down here. So if you're ever in the area, make sure you hit up that spot. Now, I've also just been told by the builder, since we are the fastest growing real estate channel in all of Charlotte, that we have special incentives. We're gonna go ahead and touch on that here in a little bit, but as always, I've got keys to the kingdom. We are gonna go inside two different properties today. The first one is this one right here, which is one of my personal favorites. Now, I like the square footage in it as well, because it's 3,000 square feet, and the number of bedrooms in here is gonna be highly popular for a lot of families that want to move to the area. But the second house, guys, is gonna be the big brother of this house. So if you want more than 3,000 square feet, I got you covered. I'm gonna do what I do every single week. Let's get you going inside. Let's get a little homage on the exterior of this house, because it is uniquely different. It has that traditional style, but a bit of a combo with the southern style that we see so popular. But I wanna take a special note to the driveways. I don't think I'd ever hear myself say that in a video, but these driveways, they're not just concrete slab driveways. They put the patios on here that really break it up. So you're not just looking at concrete, but they are oversized as well. So beautiful space, especially if you wanted to put a basketball goal above the garage. You've got some space out here to show your son your three throw. Really nice, playable area. And just look at this street. This street is just wide open. You're not living right on top of your neighbors on here. Beautifully landscaped, as you can see. They've already done all the planting for you. So let's go ahead and check out, before we get inside, one of the best areas that people just love spending time, especially in the South. So if you're like a lot of my clients that reach out to me, you're not in the area already, you're moving to the South, you probably want to meet your neighbors and some friends. Well, guess what, guys? This is probably the most underrated area that you do hang out, spend time in, and meet your neighbors, which is the front porch. So you've got a nice wide front porch. It's all railed off, so if you do have young kids or dogs, perfect. This floor plan does come with everything railed off like this on this specific elevation. And it is, of course, hardy board siding. Let me put my sunglasses away. Hardy board siding on the side. You do get to pick your different palettes of color on these. So you can see right now you've got like a burgundy and brown. Let me know what you think about that. Wouldn't have thought those colors go together, but I think they pulled it off. They've done a really good job. But just look at the size of this. And I like how the steps are, well, you do have to pay the patios leading up to it. So it's not just a concrete slab, and then you've got the brick, the exposed brick steps coming in. But here's what you want to see. So you've got 9-foot doors on this. The whole house is built on the primary level as 10-foot ceilings. Then you have 9-foot on the second level. Now, as you can see, they've done a really good job on this particular model, picking the pallets out, a very popular LVP flooring. Color is that oak style. Quick sneak peek right over here into the dining room. But before we get in here, this is technically the first bedroom. So there is one bedroom on the primary level, and it's a huge bedroom as well. So if you have in-laws coming in town, this would be a good spot. Built-in closet, 2 windows in here. As you can see, lots of natural light. It has been set up as the office. Again, this is the model house, so you can do a couple of different options. So I do think it works well for an office, especially since this particular upgrade that they've done the double doors on the entranceway. So it does have more of an office feel, but again, technically it's a bedroom, really nice size. Love all the molding around. So you've got the huge baseboards in this, and you've also got a lot of the wood carpentry around the windows, around the closets, as you can see. They really haven't spared any expense. Crown molding over here. And look at the size of these baseboards. Those guys are monsters. So good spot in here. Here's these double doors. Close these bad boys off. If you needed the quiet, you work from home. This is a really big size bedroom and or home office. Now, a lot of floor plans, as you know, don't necessarily always have formal dining rooms, but they haven't skimped out on this because the entire main level is just wide open, which we'll get to there in a second. But as you can see, you've got 3 windows, you've got 2 on the front, and you've got 1 on the side. A couple of different options. Of course, you've got the chandelier in here, so it does make it more of a formal stay. But if you wanted to, you could enclose this area off, get some French doors, and you could make this a home office if you didn't need the formal dining room. Let me know what you think to that idea, guys, below. Not everybody uses the formal dining rooms anymore. Typically, people use them like twice a year. You know, Christmas, Thanksgiving, and maybe a couple of times when you have entertaining and you need the space. But otherwise, they don't really get used too much. This whole entranceway, though, is so as soon as you come in the front of the house, on the left, you've got the home office / main level bedroom, and you've got this dining area over there. So I really like this flow. And as you just kind of mosey on into the open, and I'll turn the camera around here in a sec, guys, but just wanted to show you do have, actually, let me turn it around now so you can see it. There's a small powder room in here, lots of closet space over here. As you can see, this huge 10-foot ceilings. Now this is going to be your primary living area right over here. Just look at how this all opens up. Huge back door. You've got a deck over there, which we'll get to here in a second. This gorgeous kitchen island, and this was one of those features, guys, that my buyers just absolutely fell in love with this kitchen. And then there's a dining area on the back side over there. Now the stairwell is exposed, which I like because it doesn't feel kind of dingy. It kind of opens it up. Huge upstairs bonus room, but wait until you see the primary owner suite and an absolutely killer bonus room up here. Now this is probably going to be where you're going to be doing most of your everyday living in here. So it's set up pretty traditionally, nothing too unique about it. Notice that I will give you a spoiler alert, there is gas appliances here, but there isn't a gas fireplace. You do have the option to build or include that if you do decide to build from scratch. This one, it just doesn't have it there, but you could have a gas fireplace if that's important to you. Lots of windows on the back end. This builder does include blinds, which is always a nice feature. You never want to get into new construction and don't anticipate you need blinds, and then you've got to spend $4,000 or $5,000 to get the whole house kitted out. But it's a nice area. You could drop a sectional in here for sure, but everything else is pretty traditional, guys. I'm sure you agree. Got a piece of furniture, so if you had the fireplace, you could mount the TV above the fireplace, but they just have it staged this way. So really nice space. And let's just mosey on over now to the kitchen. One of the features that I personally love is these kitchen islands. I love it when they have these built out right here, so you don't have your exposed bar stools under there. I just think it's a really good look. And of course it does offer support on either side there on the quartz countertop. So speaking of, we're gonna have the kitchen sink inside the island. It is the barn style, very classic and well sought after in this day and age. The dishwasher, of course, is in the island because that's where the water is coming in. And here's what my clients fell in love with. So right along this ginormous space, you've got the, what's that, 4-burner in the center griddle for the gas cooktop. But there is just an absolute army of cabinets all the way across here. And then you've got your classic subway tile, but they have done a very unique style. It's not wishbone. I don't know what they call that, but whatever it is, it's working. And it's just a nice, clean finish. The cabinets pop with that gray. You've got the speckled quartz, which looks real good, and then the classic subway. So this whole kitchen, guys, is just absolutely gorgeous. You got nice pendulum light in here. So if you are doing some entertaining, this is gonna be paradise for you. Now, right over there, we're gonna get out there in a second. That's gonna be your back deck, which is a killer. And then over here, you've got your dining area. But we're gonna make one little pit stop before we get in here. Here's where the fridge would go. That's not the pit stop, but I will like to point out that that is where you are gonna put your extra storage that's included with this model. And then you've got your microwave oven combo. But here's the pit stop. So you've got a butler's pantry in here, and look how wide this is. Really wide. So you have all of the same cabinets, countertops, backsplash, and all the way up. So you've got a huge extra area. And then here is your pantry, plenty big enough, taking into consideration, goes all the way back on that back side of the wall. So these are hugely popular, especially if you like to drink tea, coffee, or if you want anything on your counters, your air fryer, your toasters, your toaster oven. You can put all of that, should I say junk, but you can put all that junk here and keep your kitchen looking really nice. Because you know, when you're doing some entertaining, your friends come around, you hide that down there and pretend you really live like this all the time. We know you don't, but we all do it, guys, so it's okay. Now, before we get outside, just give you a quick twirl so you can see this dining area. This is really big. They've got a single table here, just a round table. It's not huge, but probably for your everyday eating, that's all you're gonna really want. This area combined with the bar stools over here, this is gonna be a really good spot for just hanging out. Yeah, I really like this. It's big. What I like about it though, is this whole area is all just basically one room, and this has got like a little nook to itself. But this area does explode into another area. So we're gonna have a really big drop zone, huge drop zone. Look how big this is, really nice down here. And the entranceway is the garage, and then you've got a cloak closet. So you've got a ton of storage in this. I really like this. Just a regular storage, nothing too sexy there, but this is huge. What do you got? 4 areas for baskets and shoes. You can have your kids' book bags, coats, and if you wanted to keep them out the way. And then of course the laundry room. I will point something out before we go, which I like what they've done. They've gone ahead and put a tile, nice tile as well, into the laundry room, and then you've got matching cabinets, colored cabinets, but this is really big. You do have space to drop a sink there. It is an upgrade that the builder offers. That's where that would go. And to be honest, it would probably do well in here. Now guys, I got something for you. So I know we like our garages, right? So this garage is no exception. Love the fact that it has a window and the garage doors have these transient lights on the top. Really nice because it doesn't feel dingy in here. But you do have an entrance on the back of the house, which again is pay the patios. We'll get there in a sec. And then also right behind you, this builder puts standard in all of their new construction options right now. they are doing tankless water heaters. So efficiency, save a little bit of money on your bills. It's really nice. You don't really have that concern that they're ever gonna leak everywhere and break and rust and all that good stuff that water heaters typically do. So we're gonna go ahead now and just check out, actually we'll go into the backyard and then we're gonna go into the primary owner's suite upstairs, bonus room combo. Love it. All right, look at this backyard. Tell me what you think. Drop a comment below, give it the old thumbs up. Really nice porch area, already finished. Here's a nice patio. They've got a really nice little fire pit down there. You can go ahead and put some chairs, your Blackstone grill. You can be hanging out down here. If you wanted to, that's the only concern or thing I would probably recommend is you could screen this bad boy in. Stay away from the bugs. You could put some patio furniture over here, screen this area in, because you've got that second outdoor living area right there. So this would be a really good option to go ahead and drop a screen in on this one. If you wanted to, you could put a TV out here if you like watching sports, college football, very popular here in the South, of course. So that is a nice use of space in the backyard. Let me lock that up. Now we're gonna go upstairs and the stairwell in this is really, really wide. I like how they've done this. That's one of the widest stairwells I've seen in a while. Do like it when they have the wraparound stairs and not just the straight shooters right up. Got a couple of windows to get some natural light in here. But again, just look at this. It just doesn't feel dingy. It's all open and exposed right to the top of the stairs. And we're gonna just jump right into this bonus room. This is perfect for a media room. Just look at this. You've got small windows by design, just enough to let some light in, but not enough to take the ambient feel away from this. You could put a nice TV here on the wall, maybe even a projector right here. You could get some seating over here. You can get this room wired for surround sound if you want to go that route, or just go ahead and put your own system in here. This would be absolutely perfect. But if you don't need it, this could be another option. If you did want to need the bedroom downstairs and the dining room, you could go ahead and then close this off, put some French doors here, just drywall a little bit. French doors right here, and you could do this as a home office. So that would be nice here as well. But just this space, this whole corridor is just absolutely ginormous. So huge. Now, we do have 9-foot ceilings on the second level. So you've got 10 and 9. So when you're looking at this house from the outside, it looks pretty big. Primary owner suite, sneak peek right over there. We'll get to there, but we're gonna show you 2 different bedrooms before we get into there. The shared bathroom, we'll get there in a second for the 2 bedrooms. The 2 bedrooms up here, nice sized bedrooms. We do have a transition. I don't know if I mentioned that coming up the stairs. We do have carpet now. So you can, of course, when you build, you do have options if you didn't want the carpet. But I will say, not that this carpet color is my favorite, but they do have nice padding on here because my feet feel pretty good right now. But you got 2 windows, nice cutout here on the side, on the front side, which is gonna reflect the architecture on the outside. And both of these bedrooms do have closets, built-in closets, nice size built-in closets as well. So you still have the nice baseboards, the thick cut baseboards. They're still doing the trim on the second level. They're not cheaping out anywhere on this. And then if we wrap right around, we're gonna go into bedroom number 3. This one is, I'm gonna say it's the same size. If it's any different, it's minute, but it just feels bigger because you've got a wall of windows. You've got 4 windows. So anytime you get natural light coming in, it just gives it that different feel. And also you've got a little bonus in this. I don't know if it's gonna come across, but I'm not going in there. That's the closet. It's not huge. Actually, it's a little bit bigger than the other one, but behind the door, you do have a window, and I just love having windows in closets. But there is a bonus that this room has, You do have entrance right over there to the bathroom. So this one definitely is gonna be, I would call this bedroom number 2 outside of the primary, of course. So this is bedroom number 2 on this as far as location and access to this bathroom. Now the bathroom's really nice because you've got the same tile coming in here as the laundry room on the main level. And you've also got the same cabinets and countertops. They've done a really nice job on this. It is a double vanity. They are close to each other, so it's not a huge space, but it's always nice when you have that. There you go again. You can see the cabinets and countertops. Nice. You do have the tile as well. Here is the door for a linen closet. And then on this side is the door to the bedroom. And here's what's really nice feature. I'll just close this to give you more of the idea. If you do have people that need to share this bathroom, you can go ahead and close off the commode and the bath shower combo without taking away the sink. So especially if you have kids, you know how they don't really need an excuse to argue, do they? Let's not give them one. But in here, the bathroom is pretty basic. It's not tiled. It's just got a regular tub shower combo, just one shower head. It does have the nice transient light in here. And of course the commode. Now the last stop that we are doing is gonna be the primary owner's suite on here. Now, before we get in there, I just wanna tell you that if you want something a little bit bigger and you want to see the next house, that one's going to have another 500-600 square feet on top of this one. And this does feel pretty big. Right on cue, this primary owner suite is absolutely gorgeous. It's very similar to the bedroom that we just came out of that is attached to the bathroom. It's bigger in size, but it's actually set up very similar, and you'll see what I mean here. So you're going to have 2 giant windows on the back, and then 2 giant windows on the side. So you've got 4 windows in here. You do have, of course, tray ceiling. That's, to be honest, that's really kind of common at this price point. It is a nice feature to have. I like it personally, but it's not too unusual at this price point. But this will give you an idea on just how big this room is. I mean, I'm gonna say that that's, you know, it's 16 by 16. I'm gonna go with that. That's probably my best guess. Now, ladies, we did show the guys the garage. So ladies, this is just for you. So we are going in the walk-in closet before we get to the to the bathroom. So as you can see, it's tucked away. And when I came here and first tucked in, I was kind of a little underwhelmed. And then I saw this huge wrap around closet. Just look at how big this is. Goes all the way around, and you've got a window. And guys, that's you right there. Maybe you're lucky and get that one too. But for the most part, that's where you're gonna put all your stuff right there. But don't complain, because at least you get the window. But just look at how big this area is. Ladies, I mean, the only thing you'd probably want to do in here, I mean, I'm not a fan of these wire shelvings, but let me know what you think. Put a comment below, give it the thumbs up. When you got a closet this big, you want to go big or go home. You want to set this up as a California built-ins on this one. This is screaming for this. You've got this space, you've got this gorgeous primary owner suite. And of course, if you just get right out here, you've got that bonus area. So there's going to be some separation from the front 2 bedrooms and of course the other bedrooms downstairs. So it is kind of a bit like a retreat in here, which I really like. And right on cue, we are gonna do this last stop before we jump right to the next house. So here's what I really like about this, guys. Let me know what you think. Most double vanity primary owner suites, bathrooms run together, or there is some kind of separation between, maybe like a little dint outwards. Not this one. Just look at this. You've got a giant step. You know, you pretty much got an extra whole drawer in here height. So there really is space between him and her, and I like that style. I don't see that too much It normally is just one piece of stone or quartz ran across, but not here. You got nice double windows. You got a linen closet over here. You got a window on the side, which is always nice because there's no one looking in here when you're in the shower. And speaking of, no bathtub in here, so let me know the age-old question. Can't let a video go by without asking it. Some people love baths, I get it. Some people don't take them. Some people would prefer the extra space and do a really nice shower. Let me know what you think, bath or no bath? That is the question I am asking. Nice tile though. I love how the back side of this is still custom glass there as well. Normally, when I see these built-in benches in the showers, they are on the side that is tiled. So I like what they've done on this side over here. And the only thing I think they could have done, I like to see the tile all the way to the ceiling. That's just me. That's just me being a little bit fussy. All right, so let's go ahead and jump next door. But before we do, let's talk about exactly where we are. So it's official. We are the fastest growing real estate channel in the entire Charlotte area. So if you're thinking about making a move here to the Charlotte area, go ahead, pause this video, write my phone number down, my email address. I get calls, text messages, and emails every single day, and I absolutely love it. I am never too busy for you. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. I put out content about the best communities to live here in the Charlotte area, and it happens every Sunday at 4 o'clock Eastern. So subscribe, give this video the good old fashioned like, and hit that bell notification, and you will be notified 4 o'clock on Sundays. So who would have guessed that little old Charlotte, North Carolina would be the third fastest growing city in the entire United States? We are coming from Rock Hill today. Rock Hill is the fastest growing suburb in the entire Metro Charlotte area, but there's a 3 multiplier going on because we're in a community called the Riverwalk. The Riverwalk is the fastest growing community in Rock Hill. It's a huge master plan community with a multi-year phase build out time. They're looking right now, estimation between 6 and 7 years before completion. So what does that mean is you can buy spec homes, ones that have already been built, but you can also build from the ground up. You literally pick your lot, your dirt, you pick your floor plan, you pick your palettes, your colors, designs, your architectural. 6-9 months later, you've got a house. So if this is something you're interested in doing, guys, I can help you. I can get you the best prices for this community. Go ahead, reach out to me. But I do want to touch on the HOA here because it's a huge point for this community. It's $1,200 a year, so it's $100 a month. That does include a pool and the community center and the maintenance of the community throughout the entire walk-in areas. But this community has things that just others don't. We talked about it on the front of the community, but I just really want to emphasize this because it is so important. So you've got a downtown area in the Riverwalk. So there's bars, restaurants, there's retail space. There is miles of walking trails, both wooded and paved. One of my favorites in this area is the actual Riverwalk walk. So it's a 5 mile each way. So it's like a 10-mile walk along the Catawba River. Really popular with the locals. It's always busy. There's always people on there walking, dogs, walking with the kids in pushchairs. We've even got some rollerbladers. I can't believe I saw rollerbladers. They're still around. People on the scooters, bike riders, runners. I mean, it's just really, really like an athletic community in this. Speaking of athletic, there is 2 gyms. One is one of these boxing fitness centers. I forget what they call it, so please excuse that. And then one is the YMCA. So the HOA doesn't cover those amenities. They're just there at your doorstep. Now, there's also 2 other features that is just unique. I don't think they're anywhere in Charlotte. There is a BMX race course here. They actually host the BMX World Championships in the Riverwalk. Who would have thought that even was a thing? But it's here, it's right here again. HOA doesn't cover it, it's just here in the community. Really cool thing to see if you've never seen it. Also, there's a velodrome, the cycle track, hugely popular. especially at the weekends. They've got their own teams and different leagues that goes on. So if that's something you're interested, you have it. But something that's near and dear to my heart is good old fashioned soccer, or as I like to call it, football. If you have young kids, and especially if you move into the area, they have multiple fields, practice facilities in the Riverwalk. So there is both rec and some academy level playing going on. Practice facilities in here, so it's hugely popular. Now, if you don't have your kids in soccer, make sure you do, because it's the best sport in the world, just my opinion on that. All right, before we move into the next house, just want to let you know that this one is going to be the big brother. So if you like this floor plan, 3,000 square feet, what is it, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bath with the bonus and that killer backyard, don't worry, we've got you covered if you want something bigger. Let's go. So this has to be my favorite floor plan that this builder does. We're gonna start outside because I just wanna show you just how this house presents from its elevation, because it just absolutely looks spectacular. So when you come out, you've got this absolutely ginormous porch area. Very traditional, but it's still got that southern flair in here, but it's huge. You could host a party out here, host happy hours. You've got the hardy board siding, you've got the veneer exposed brick on here. When you come in through this walkway, you have this absolutely incredible, not just concrete, but paved patios. Just looks so nice, and it just shows the detail, the level of details that this house has. Then you're gonna have all this exposed. So notice the different contrasts. You've got the hardy board, then you've got the board and batten, which has multicolor on there, so it gives it that pop. This particular unit is an end unit. So you're gonna see this one has over 1/4 of an acre, really nice yard. But I'm gonna turn around here so you can see you have got so many options. This is where the next phase is gonna get built, right over here. So if you want this floor plan, you can pick your own lot. And there's basement lots available still in this community. So just look at how gorgeous this floor plan is. We got a lot of workers being busy out here. I will tell you, I gotta give them credit, because it's about 150 degrees out here today, and these guys are working hard. Turn around so you can see them. They're all right over there. They're on the roofs, guys. Those guys don't get paid enough. I got the best, easiest job in the world, showing houses. Those guys are out there sweating. But I want to show you inside now, because we're going to see some really unique differences. Let's get this thing going. 9-foot front door. You got the pane on the side, so you can see that. Now I will tell you, and I'll let you decide what you think. When I first opened this door, the first time I ever came into this floor plan, I was a little bit underwhelmed at the way that this opens up, because it doesn't look very grand. Just my personal opinion. Free to disagree, give me a like, drop me a comment below. But you come in, and even though it's not dingy, it's not narrow, you don't really see anything when you first come in. I'll give you a sneak peek on what's down there, because that's really good. But when you come in, on the left-hand side, very similar, I'm sorry, this is the right-hand side, very similar to the last floor plan that we saw. This was staged as the home office. Technically, it's a bedroom. You've got a double wardrobe down here. It's a huge, I'm guessing it's about a 14 by 14 room square right here, but the features are gonna be the same. Notice the LVP, different color, same kind of thick boards though. You got a double closet over here, and you've got the double window. So it's almost identical in the way that the room is laid out. A little bit different though. You still have those same French doors on the side. Now, here's where I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna kind of break my own rules on this. Typically, when I come in, I like to go straight to the front of the house so you can see it. But I'm gonna do a detour first, because on the left-hand side of the house, there's this like little alleyway. And when I first came into this floor plan for the first time several months ago, I actually missed this piece. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you this. So you've got a coat closet on the side. You've got a powder room down here. Now, I'm not gonna go in there, nothing too special in there. There is a sink and a commode, but it's nice because it's tucked out at the front of the house. Now, if I turn around, I'm not gonna try and make you dizzy, but you will see the windows right here. So you've got a wall of windows. But now I'm gonna turn around, now you're gonna get dizzy. Here is the formal dining room through this little nook. And this is where this house absolutely explodes. Now you've got the kitchen, and the living room is right around the corner. This is an absolutely ginormous formal dining room. Love these arches, huge arches, really opens this floor plan up. Just check that kitchen out, gorgeous. Let's just see what we got in here first. So you could put pretty much any type of table, any shape of table, any size of table in this room. So if you're big on entertaining, you have all of this absolutely ginormous dining room. Love the windows over here, but you got the same features that you're gonna see. Extra thick baseboards. You've got the crown molding, very nice. So you've got these high-end finishes all the way around the house. And we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna start at the back on this level, but I just want you just to, before I go over here, this is the length of this kitchen. I'm gonna have to walk all the way to the back, getting my steps in today. This is just a kitchen. Coming through here, you've got the pantry. Don't worry guys, we're gonna get back to the kitchen. Now, you know, if you've watched any of my videos, I'm not a huge laundry fan. This laundry is probably one of my favorites because it's almost technically not a laundry room. So yes, you do have your laundry hookups right here, and you've got your cabinets above the washer dry hookups. You've got your typical things, you've got your electrical outlet, and you've also got your internet cable provider security system. That's where that all feeds through. And then on the back, when you come in on the right-hand side, you're gonna have this really nice drop zone area. It's very similar, well, I think it's identical actually, than the last house. So you've got the 4 different basket cases, put your hooks up on here. But this is nice because this is a usable room. I like to call these personally mud rooms because it's not just a laundry room. You're coming in from the house, you're dropping your stuff here, or your kids are putting their backpacks over there or whatnot. And then the laundry room is right here out in the way. This house does have a primary bedroom on the main level. So guys, we'll get there. The back of this house does feel different. You don't have that porch, built-in deck porch area off the main area, but you've got this little nook area. Let me turn this around so you can see. Right off the living room, just look at this. So you're coming in through the house that way. That's where the mudroom is. You've got the nice whitewashed brick. You've got nice concrete down here for your Blackstone if you were like grilling. 2-car garage is separate on this one. In fact, I think I misspoke. That's actually a 3-car garage. And then you've got this incredible little nook area that's all finished right here. Now notice guys, when I'm shooting this, it's about 150 degrees. Notice that this is all in the shade. Great, it's absolutely great. Can't get in there, it's locked, but that's actually a 3-car garage. That is an upgrade that you can choose. So if you do have that weekend Porsche 911, if you do have fun toys, a boat, you might need that. You can go ahead and get a 3-car garage in here. But coming in through your everyday entranceway, if you are parking at the back, it's alleyway parking, or through the garage, you're gonna come into this really nice laundry room. And then, without further ado, this is what you wanna see. Let's point some features out. So you've got the oven microwave combo built in. You've got the dark brown, almost oak cabinets. You've got the soft white with a slight accent in there on the quartz. And you've got a nice tile. It's not subway, as you can see. Very nice, and an absolutely ginormous island. Just look at the size of that. You've got cabinets there, you got your dishwasher, you got your farm sink, then you've got more storage and 2 more cabinets. You've got a double and a single right over here. So this area is absolutely huge. So big, this one's actually got 3 pendant lighting, as the other one had 2. So just look at the size. Huge island, and it's still got my favorite component, which are these areas right here where they have the cutouts in here. If you don't have storage, and guys, this is not needed storage. You don't need extra storage in here, but if they don't have the storage there, I love these little cutouts over there. Really make the area look at just a little bit more architectural, but just look at this. And there's more. Wine fridge, more storage, same countertops, backsplash. What has he got? A wine rack up there. You've got the glass cabinet doors either side, so a little bit more show. And you've got all this. So guys, I just want you to kind of take this in what I'm seeing. So here's that underwhelming front door, but as soon as you come in, it's a game changer. You have this incredible area. The kitchen just wraps around. It is just ginormous all the way through over here. Then you've got your entranceway out here where the porch area was, and you've got the trifecta windows. Here's where that porch is. Let's get it going out here. Let me know what you think. Okay, do you see yourself hanging out here? Does it even need screening in? Maybe. I don't think it's a necessity though, but this is absolutely gorgeous. As you can see, this is one of my favorite floor plans. Getting really excited. I might be calling the wife after this one actually. But I just love the way that this area is. Now the living room, it's pretty uneventful at this point because it's not staged or anything. So you've got your hookups on the wall for the TV, probably highest and best use TV on the wall, maybe a piece of furniture, maybe a sectional over here. They do have the outlets in the floor. So if you do want to go ahead and put some furniture there, but you do want a lamp or something like that, you can go ahead and hide the wires through the outlets in the floor. And I'll just circle back around so you can just kind of see the dining area again. Then you've got this incredible kitchen. You've got this huge, look at just how big this kitchen surface is over here. You got your 5-burner gas cooktops, and you've got that nice backsplash I really like. So this is coming in. All you need to do, guys, washer, dryer, and refrigerator, and your furniture, and you are good to go. Now there is a primary owner's bedroom on the main level. We'll get to that. And guys, for all those people that like bathtubs, I got a surprise for you. We'll check out that. But first we're gonna go upstairs so you can see what that second living area is. Now technically there's only 2 bedrooms on the second level, but I do have a surprise for you. Just look at this. You are gonna be blown away, guys, when I tell you the price of this one. This one's actually on the market right now, but again, you can build this floor plan and this will give you an idea. So you've got the stain treads to keep the same color as the LVP flooring. We got a transition right now to carpet, and then we have the infamous basement of the South, AKA the loft area. This is where you're gonna have your hangout, and just to give you an idea just how big this space is, absolutely ginormous. It doesn't matter really, guys, what you wanna do with this. You could go ahead and put a media room. You could have this as a home theater. You could have this as a home office. You could drop a pool table. You could put table tennis up here. This spot is gonna be good enough and big enough, more importantly, for everything that you'll wanna do. And it's nice as well because there is only 2 small windows over here, which I like in this kind of setup, because if you did wanna put a movie room in here, it will have more of a darker feel, more appropriate, of course, for like a media room. Storage for attic is in this space as well. So it's really nice. But this bonus room / loft area, whatever we're gonna be using it for, has its own storage closet. Right at the top of the stairs. There we go, up the apples and pears. And it's got a storage. Now, it's not a closet per se. It's not a bedroom. It's just storage, but it's absolutely huge. So you've got that space up there. You can put all your Christmas tree stuff, Thanksgiving, Halloween decorations that you just don't want to be going up and down the ladders. I don't blame you. You have that. Now here's bedroom number 1. This is where you're seeing a lot of the square footage. So this is a rectangle. So this looks like it's a 10 by 14. 4 windows, huge, carpeted. This one does have its own ensuite in here. So as we're going down in here, you can see it does have a shower. It's just a pan with a custom cut glass. Tile, would have liked to have seen that tile all the way to the ceiling. And then on this, we have tile transitioning in the bathroom. This is not the primary owner suite, guys. Remember this is just this bedroom. This one does have a double vanity. So this bedroom could be used for an in-law suite. This didn't opt for the bathtub. That's where it would be. I think it's a huge missed opportunity personally. Even if you don't like taking baths like me, it just looks a little strange unless you'd have to get a piece of furniture in mind for this spot. But right here is where the bathtub is. It's gonna be in the primary owner suite. This is where it is. It just seems a little empty. It seems like something should have been here, just wasn't included, and that's exactly what they do. But I'm not joking. People do always tell me about the bathtubs. They either love them or don't like them. So somebody who spec'd this out obviously didn't want a bathtub. Walk-in closet, nothing too unusual about that. It's fairly big. It's got the wire framing for the hangers in there. Not my personal favorite. And then on the other side, there's a full bathroom that the bedroom will typically have by itself because it's not needed. But this would be the bathroom that would be used for people hanging upstairs, using the media room, table tennis, pool, whatever it is. But again, look, double vanities in here. Really good. And wait to hear about the pricing on this. This is such a good deal for the community and the build level you get on this. And then last but not least, the bedroom. This one's more of a square, so it looks more like just a traditional 14 by 14. 2 double windows, unos, dos. And it doesn't have a walk-in closet. It has a built-in closet with double French doors on there. So plenty big enough for a child's room, plenty big enough for whatever size bed you want. You could even get a California king. Yes, I said it. If you wanted to, you could get a California king in this room. But there's this one room over here, doesn't have a closet. So technically it's not a bedroom, but it could be used as one. And get the door open so you can see. So as you can see right now, we're at the front of the house. So you have this nice angled ceiling. This is the same width. So it's probably about a 12 by 10, as you can see. Definitely big enough for a bedroom. No closet. You've got 2 Harry Potter storage doors on either side. No closet on here. It is not a bedroom. So we're gonna call this the flex space. Yes, very original, I know. But I'm calling this the flex space. Could use it for a home office. In fact, it would be a really good home office, especially when the kids are at school and you're working from the home. This whole level would be very quiet up here. Now there's one room that you need to see. The primary owner suite, main level. When people reach out to me through this channel, that's one of the most common things that people are really looking for. Not always, but a lot of people like to have primary bedrooms on the main level. As I'm walking down the stairs, I'm just looking at this space again. It looks pretty good, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm guessing 4 bar stools could be used down here easily. Entertainer's paradise in here with that huge formal dining room with this huge kitchen, living room. You could entertain a bunch of people in here, especially when the temperature drops. Not today because it's cooking. Get those doors open. You could have people out there. You could put a TV on the wall. Whew. Guys, that would be good. Good times. So right off the living room is the bedroom. You've got additional storage on the right-hand side, more linen closet. Here's something I wish they would have done. They transitioned to carpet. I just don't, this is the only room in the house that's on the main level in the house that's carpet, other than the tile, which is fine for bathrooms and whatnot. But this, it's a decent size bedroom, as you can see. It's probably 12 by 12. Doesn't have the tray ceiling, so that's something they opted not to spec this one out as. Everything else, the only thing, I mean, it's kind of strange to me, but let me know what you think. If you're gonna build this out, I personally would have ran the same flooring into the primary owner suite and not had carpet, and then we would have transitioned back to this tile. Let me know what you think on that. Give it a like, thumbs up, drop a comment below, but that's my personal opinion. And then we're in the primary owner suite. So ta-da, the moment of truth. Here's the bathtub, we got one. All right, so linen closet, immediately on the right. We've got a double vanity. We've got more double vanities in this house than you can shake a stick at. So look at this, same cabinets, countertops, mirrored lighting, very nice. Gorgeous shower over there. And of course, the bathtub that comes with a bonus. No, it's not the commode. The bonus is the windows. So just imagine it, guys. You could be in the bathtub and you could be waving to your neighbors right over here. So needless to say, blinds are needed. Get a plantation shutter in there. Otherwise, you're gonna get real friendly with your neighbors. But this shower is nice. It's angled, beveled edge over here. You can kind of see how it's angled like that. Again, I wish they would have tiled to the ceiling. I wish they would do that. They didn't. Nice step though, nice built-in bench, do like that. And then of course, finally, the primary owner's suite closet. I would have chose to go back to the LVP personally, but I'm not gonna keep talking about that. It is what it is at this point. But it's a decent size. It doesn't seem quite as big as the last house that we saw, but this is a really good size. So this bathroom, good. Let me know what you think about that bathtub, of course. Maybe need some blinds, maybe invest in some blinds. Or if you call me and you're looking for a house in this community, I can get you some blinds. All right, let's talk about pricing. So Avencia is the name of the builder. When the community was first broke ground several years ago, there was a couple of other builders in there, but they're no longer in here. It's developed and built by Avencia, the same development company that's building these, and there is a ton of floor plans. And in fact, they're getting ready to release some more floor plans here as well. So this one is 3,500 square feet. You've got that flex room on the front of the house. You've got the bonus, this incredibly usable square footage. And don't forget the outdoor back and the front porch area. This one is priced at $724. You can build from the ground up. There's inventory homes available too. So depending on your timeline, there's gonna have options for you. Now, the first house that we went in, that one was 3,000 square feet. Get this price, $611,000. So it's 500 square feet smaller and about $115,000 difference in pricing less. There is so many options in here, and you can get in this community in the high 400s. So regardless of what your budget is, how big you're looking for, the style of homes, they have ranch homes, basement lots, two-story homes. There is so many options in this community. Now, I'm also gonna go ahead and put a link to a video right over here for another 2 floor plans that I toured here recently before the builder asked me to come back. So that would be your next stop. And again, I'm gonna go ahead and put my contact information right below. Should you be moving to Charlotte, one of the suburbs, North Carolina, South Carolina, I am your guy. Pause this video, write my phone number down, email address, and reach out. Let's connect. And until the next video, I will see you around town, and God bless.